What up, what up, what up? Today, we doing a tell-all. You want me to do a tell-all and break some shit down? We'll do some Q&A too. But understand, nobody's perfect. That's what I want you to know. Nobody's perfect, man. But you're perfect for me. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I just want to talk to y'all. Wow, no hat. I'm going to pin that comment. Wow, no hat. I like that one. I like that. So I want to talk about some stuff, right? We do some Q&A. Y'all know what water I'm drinking? Y'all ain't never seen me recommend this before, right? You'll never see me recommend this before, right? Right? It's because it's not a water I recommend. Shout out to Norway. But it's actually not bad. It's spring water. And it's in a plastic bottle that's also BPA free. So it's actually not bad. Yeah, no glasses, no hat. So it actually isn't that bad. I actually was showing y'all to show y'all that I'm not perfect. But damn, I am still perfect. God damn. So cute without the costume. I appreciate you. But yeah, I was planning to show y'all some water that isn't the best. But I'm not perfect, all right? I make these videos so that you can understand how many detrimental things you're putting into your body, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I follow an alkaline, plant-based diet. However, I am not 100% alkaline, plant-based. Every now and then, I will consume something that may even have ingredients from a video that I said you shouldn't eat that, right? I'm going to keep it real with y'all, all right? Understand this. Nobody's perfect, babe. My voice ain't perfect. Nobody's perfect. Maybe I gotta operate. Nobody's perfect. Anyways. Yeah, nobody's perfect is the point of this. I'm drinking some water that ain't perfect, but it's still spring water from a BPA plastic bottle. Oh yeah, the title, my hair. My hair is fake. Understand something. My hair is fake. Okay, let's establish that. Okay, my hair is fake. But let me tell you something about my hair, though. When I got my fake hair, as you call it, it's still organic charcoal. So even my head is organic. God damn, that boy perfect. Even when I try to fuck up, it still be like, yo, his hair is organic too? He tried to show us some unhealthy water, and then he just so happened to realize that it's still spring water and still in a BPA-free plastic bottle. Let's talk about it. Yes, I'm not drinking the perfect, most recommended water. My hair is fake. It is organic charcoal. It took 5 treatments. My nerves was twitching. I had to take a bunch of CBD oil to calm me down, right? So, I do these things. Understand, I'm always going to keep it realer with you than anybody else. I never said my hair was real. Actually, I need a moisturizer right now because I just freshly shaved it. I got to shave it every 3 days. And I use coconut oil for moisturizer. Let me get glistening real quick. Yeah. So, my hair is organic charcoal. I've had it done like 2 years ago. Okay? Might as well get the skin looking real smooth and glistening too. Get the lips. Let me get the lips. Real quick. Yeah, okay. We good. Selfie time. Let me take a selfie real quick while we looking real. Let me take a selfie real quick. And this how I be. Like, you know, hold up. Let me get my lips right and my eyes. Let me get sexy real quick. Hold up. How you doing real quick? I'm drooling. Look, I'm drooling. I'm not perfect. All right. I got excess saliva syndrome. Hold up. See, but I'm self-conscious about my hair, even though I got it done, so let me throw the hat on. All right, we good. We got the selfie. All right, we good. We lit. You know what I mean? We all self-conscious. I'm just the first to admit it. So, let's break it down. For 22 years, I ate nothing but trash, nothing but sugar, oat milk cream pies, and Burger King. All right. So when you do these things, what happens is This rots out your hair follicles. This causes a lot of acid buildup in your body, which will cause your hair to fall out. On top of that, my father went bald when he was 13. So that does play a genetic factor in me losing my hair early. So my joints started receding. It was getting mad like, I'm like, I can't go out like this. I'm self-conscious. Yeah, and I'm light-skinned. Thanks for pointing that out. So there's no way I can be walking around light-skinned and not on my best. Thanks for pointing that out, Herman. I'm going to make fun of your name. Your name's Herman. That's a kind of whack name. Don't be self-conscious about it, though. It's all good. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so, and of course I have protocols for alopecia, right? So I've actually helped people. I got a video testimony of somebody going from losing his hair and having a receding hairline to now having cornrows. So let me make this clear. I've helped many people with alopecia and hair loss. However, I'm self-conscious at the time, 2 years ago. I'm growing my hair out a little bit. I got a photo somewhere. And I'm like kind of combing it over. I'm on some Donald Trump shit. I'm doing a whole comb over because it was receding here, but I like kept it long so I could brush this forward and then press it down with a do-rag. And I'm like, all right, I'm self-conscious. I'm losing my hair. And guess what? Yeah, his name lame as fuck. I'm fucking with you. Hopefully you can take a joke. But I'm like, guess what? I've accumulated a high income earning skill set. I've accumulated wealth through different streams of income and passive income. So I'm like, yo, I'm living in Hollywood too. I'm in Hollywood. I'm living in Hollywood. I'm in the land of the BBLs, the breasts, the lips, the small. The dudes got 6-pack implants. It's Rolls Royces on every block. So the self-consciousness is kicking up. I can't be out here. I'm looking to grow myself and elevate myself. Like, yo, I'm T-Walk hard. I can't be out here slacking. My hair's back. But I'm like, yo, I got money now. I got a protocol. I can follow the protocol. I can slowly grow my hair back. But why? I got money now. I got money now. Let me go see what they talking about. 6 stacks? Cool. I have 6 stacks. Here you go. Tattoo my hair with organic charcoal. Let's speed this shit up. All right? You feel me? You following me? I ain't got time to play games. I ain't got time to play games. So I say all these things because nobody else will keep it real. And again, sometimes I'm about 98% alkaline plant-based. But sometimes I eat food that aren't recommended in my videos because I'm not perfect. Especially when I'm traveling. I've been traveling now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I done ate some stuff over these past week or two. I was in West Virginia, my hometown. It's been tough, but I still got my meal prep in the fridge. But am I cheating sometimes? Yes. Am I checking all the ingredients when I get the vegan option when I go out to eat with my family? I'm checking most of them, but it's like, ah, shit, they got garlic in it. I don't recommend garlic. Fuck it. It's the only thing on the menu that's plant-based. It's got every other ingredient I recommend. Guess I'm eating garlic today. You understand? And then I do a detox. When I get to reset myself, I do my own 30-day detox and reset. Or I do a 3-day fruit fast to reset my body. But the goal is to minimize the trash that you put into your body. A cheat day, exactly. Right? So I'm going to have a quinoa burger. And that quinoa burger might have been made with some oil. Who knows? They could have fried it, and I don't even know how to cook canola oil. Is that a thing? I don't know. Right? That's why I get the meal prep. So, I come here to tell you these things, tell you I'm not perfect, but I'm damn near. And what I realized when I start getting around these, you've all heard me talk about this stuff before. This ain't nothing new to y'all that have been following me for a while. When I start getting around these people I looked up to that were holistic healers and herbalists and all the people y'all follow, and I start getting around them in their circles, I was like, and somebody says, isn't that water bad? Yes, if you just joined, I'm explaining how I'm not perfect. However, I brought this on to show you that I'm drinking it in my hotel, but it's still damn near perfect because it's spring water. It's in a BPA-free plastic bottle. But if it wasn't, I'm not perfect. Understand that. But yeah, when I start getting around these people y'all look up to, and even learning directly from some of them, some of the people y'all follow that you put on this pedestal that portray themselves as perfect, I start realizing, wow, I am perfect compared to these people. Because they is doing horrible acts of atrocity. They are eating cheese pizza weekly. They're eating fish monthly. Some of the people y'all follow. When I found this out, I'm like, yo, whole time I was trying to like look up to them and be perfect because I thought they were perfect. And that's why it's important. That's why I don't, because it's almost like one of my mentors, actually, I was talking to him and it was like almost like even like Dr. Sebi. Like I'll make a video and somebody will say, Dr. Sebi would never, because he portrayed himself as this perfect alkaline healer, right? Not knowing that Dr. Sebi used to, and this is public information if you look it up enough, Dr. Sebi used to eat fish and cheese every now and then, right? But if I make a video drinking this, BPA-free spring water, somebody say, Dr. Sebi would never drink that. He got it from the spring in Honduras, and that's the only one he... No, you don't know. You don't know. I've been around. I was mentored directly by someone who was one of the few people to travel the world with Dr. Sebi, right? So I started learning, like, all these people I put on this pedestal, none of them are perfect, all right? Like, literally eating cheese pizza, eating lobster throughout the week, drinking liquor every weekend. The people you look up to as your herbalist healers. This is a fact. Trust me, I know. What else? Beating the hell out of women. Treating people horribly in person, myself included. I was treated horribly by one of the people y'all look up to, right? But I was around. That's another topic for another day. Doing some other crazy shit I wouldn't even talk about on here. Stopping at the gas stations to get erectile dysfunction pills, you know, the big joints. Meanwhile, making videos about best herbs to heal erectile dysfunction naturally. Like, yo, this isn't just one, this is many people, right? Eating oxtail. The people that y'all, some of y'all comment them on video and be like, at so-and-so, what do you think about this? Twalk Talk says, I don't think it's true. I'd be like, you don't know that I know them, and I know they eat oxtail once per month. But guess what? Nobody's perfect, but I do my best, right? Nobody's perfect. Also, you heard me talk about this before. These herbs and the damn near perfect diet that I do follow, and these blood cleansing herbs and things like that, gives me a high sex drive. So I really like women. So do I be sliding in DMs sometimes if I'm single? Yes, I do. Even if I'm not single. Yes, I do sometimes. But I always keep it real, just like I keep it real now. So if I got a woman, she know my issue. She know, like, I'll be like, look, babe, I got a high sex drive. Sometimes and I be chatting sometimes. Like, it's cool, I understand. All right, cool. Or, hey, babe, I want to deal with another woman right now. Just gonna keep it real with you. I wouldn't want to lie to you and deceive you. I want to let you know that I have the urge to deal with another woman right now. Nobody's perfect. I keep it real with y'all. I keep it real. Some of y'all in here. Some of the chicks in here, let's keep it real. Some of y'all in this live right now have sent me news before. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. I've been chatting with some of y'all. Let's keep it all the way real and not act perfect. Some of y'all be... Let's keep it real. Can I keep it real? How real can I keep it? Because nobody's going to keep it as real as me. I assure you that. I was talking to a female friend the other day, actually. And we've been friends for a long time. And we were assessing... I'm keeping it real. Comment some ones if I can keep it real. And we were talking about each other and things like that. And she was saying how amazing the person I am. And I was saying how amazing the person she is. And I was like, like, I damn near be feeling like I'm like perfect. I was like, I don't mean to like boast or brag or anything, but like, yo, I treat people with respect. I help people heal. I give back without publicly telling people how much money I'm giving away. I do my best to make people laugh. I treat people with respect. I don't hit women. I don't do any of these like things that you would consider like that makes a bad person, right? And I was like, yo, but I do have one flaw. And she's like, what is it? I was like, yo, for years, since I was like 14, when I was 14, I started getting addicted to porn and things like that. So since then, I was in at 14, my mom had just got the computer, the big desktop joints. I'll be in the computer room as soon as she go away to work. I'm in the AOL chat. I'm like probably, actually I'm like 12, 14. I'm in the AOL chats like, what they have, like the teens chat group, the 20s and up, the 30s and up, the 40s and up, the 50s and up. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? When I'm telling you I was 12 and I had a bad shorty in every chat group, I was catfishing before Catfish was a TV show. All right? So that made me develop, I guess, like an addiction to speaking to women and chatting with women. So it's always been something I fight. So I told her, I was like, yo, I'm like damn near perfect on every round. Except I love talking to beautiful women of all types, shapes, colors, races, and I'm just attracted to them. And now because my diet's so good and I got this blood flow and I be on the iron tonic and the blood cleansers and the joint be pumping all the time, I just be like, sometimes I can't control myself, right? I'm like, so that's like my flaw, is that my sex drive causes me to speak to too many people when I shouldn't. I be keeping it too real with y'all. I seen the one, so I can keep it real. Can I kick it? Yes, I can. I'm always going to keep it real. So the point of this live is to tell you nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. My hair is fake. This water ain't perfect, even though it is spring water in a BPA-free plastic bottle. My hair is fake, even though it's organic charcoal that they use to tattoo into my head, and it's not ink. But, you know, yeah, nobody's perfect. Pretend you're the guy that would act how you would want your future daughter to be treated. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing, right? It sounds amazing. It sounds amazing to be perfect. However, I'm not. Have a great sex job and big, you know what to, I bet. Okay, whoa. You took it too far, Silver. I was reading, I didn't know where that was going. Did you have a sex drive and a big you know what to, I bet. Ha. Take it easy, because then if you look good, I'm going to slide in your DMs, and then you're going to be sending me nudes, and then you're enabling me. Stop it. Leave me alone. AOL chat rooms was lit, right? I had a shorty in every chat. The 20s and up, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. She'd be like, what you doing, babe? I'm 12. I really just got finished playing with my Power Ranger toys by Black. Nothing. Just got home from work. The warehouse was crazy today. The boss was all on my ass. Yo, I swear. I'm a bad... See, and I'll be like, damn, yo, I'm a bad person because of that. But I'm like, yo, I'm like 99%, like an all-around solid, good, just normal, pleasant to be around, joking person. I need Jesus. I know. I need Jesus. I don't believe in Jesus either. So... therefore, I'm not perfect to Christians. I don't believe in religion. So there's another thing that will make you say I'm not perfect. So I'm sure now Big O _318 thinks I'm even less perfect. But I'm always going to keep it real with you, though. So who's more perfect? Nobody's perfect. The whole point is nobody's perfect. But am I more perfect for telling you that I'm not perfect and just keeping it all the way real? Or are you for hiding your dark, dirty secrets and acting like everything's sweet when you actually beat your wife on the low and actually be cheating and giving your woman STDs and actually be doing all types of weird shit and looking at cat fellatio and weird shit. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I keep it real. You can never expose me because there ain't nothing I hide. There's nothing to hide. There's nothing to hide. You can never be like, T-Walk was in my DMs. I'm telling you all, I'll be in some DMs. All right? And y'all be in mine. And sometimes I go for it. You can't expose me. Like, I think it was one holistic killer. I ain't going to say his name, but he got caught. He's actually was one of my mentors also. He got caught on video on YouTube sitting at Burger King eating a burger. You know what I mean? Sitting at Burger King eating a burger. Like, he should have just kept it real and said every now and then, even though I teach holistic health, I have a burger. I have a piece of, what is the video? I have a piece of burger from Burger King. A piece of, what's that video? A piece of burger from Burger King. Or is it a piece of burger? You know what I mean? I mean, you would never catch me like that. I'll just keep it real, right? You're never going to catch that. I keep it real with you. But anyways, y'all got some questions. Just felt like Sometimes I like to just talk to y'all, let y'all know I'm real. I'm real. I'm real. God is you, not the other way around. Yep. Yeah, go get if you get your money up. If you don't feel like following my alopecia protocol and you want to speed up the results, go get some organic charcoal in your hair. It is what it is. Even if it was Impossible Burger, that wasn't a good look. But let me see. I see y'all laughing. I'm always gonna keep it real. Nah, back from warehouse job after playing with Power Rangers toys, got it. Yo, I had all the catfishing schemes. I'm telling you. That's why, and it backfired on me. Nobody threatened to expose me. There's nothing. Nobody can threaten to expose me because I don't care, right? I just literally felt like talking to it. Sometimes, I don't know, I get on live and wherever it takes me. Today, something said, just do this. Oh, what was I about to say? Damn, I was about to say something. I got sidetracked. I was about to say something good too. What was the comment I read? Nah, back from where I was out there playing with Power Rangers toys. Yeah. Damn, I was about to say something good. I can't remember what it was. See, my memory ain't perfect. I don't know. I got this like 2 years ago. It was like 2 years ago. Yeah. If you just joined in, I just gave you a whole breakdown of how I'm not. It was about catfishing. Thank you. And I've said this before too. I put that coconut oil all over me. You rub it in again, it starts to drip. You know what I mean? So I used to catfish like crazy in the chat rooms. I was 12, acting like I was 20, 30, 40, 50, all that. And then now I have like a bigger platform. People know me when I go outside and stuff like that. Sometimes it's cool and all that. But now it'd be funny because like if I am single and let's say I hit somebody up, it backfires because now, because I have a following, a lot of people think that I'm fake and that I'm catfishing. Especially, it was a period like, I think it was like last year. And I'm doing my chatty patty shit. I'm chatty patty as hell. And I think I flew somewhere. I think it was for an interview. I think I was in Orlando. I flew to Orlando, right? And I think I was on, it was one of those, just one of those days. It was one of those days. The blood was flowing. My mind was going where it was going, leading me in wrong directions. And I was thinking with the wrong head. And I was on, I think it was like, what was the app I had on my phone? I'm like, I got to download something. I got to find something. Keeping it real with y'all. And I think it was like, I don't think it was Tinder. It might have been Tinder. Or is it Tinder? Or I think Plenty of Fish or something. I had created an account. So I'm sliding. I'm like, who in the town? Who in the city, right? And I put ain't nothing to hide. I put my face on there, all that. I'm sliding. I got no love on these platforms because every time I slide, 100% of the time, I take high quality photos. I have nice cars. I have a nice body. I take good care of myself. Every time it's like, you're a catfish. I'm blocking you. Like, no, it's me. It's really me. Guys, it's really me. It's really me. It's me. Just listen. So I'm sliding these chicks DMs and they think I'm a catfish, right? And then I hit another one up and she was like, arguing with me, right? Like, arguing with me like, stop DMing me and stop stealing this guy's photos. I actually follow this guy on Instagram, so I know it's not really, I know you're stealing his photos. I'm going to tell him what you're doing, and I'm going to send him your page, and I'm blocking you. Bye, loser. Like, yo. I'm writing back like, I assure you. It's sad. This shit is sad, right? I can't on behind the scenes. I'm like, I assure you that you will be pleasantly surprised if you just believe me that it's actually me, Twalk the Hawk, and I'm not stealing his photos. Please don't block me. I hit an all-time low. This happens all the time. I don't actually say that. I don't be begging, but yo, all the time. Like, I'm gonna say, no, I know it's a fake. I'm like, yo, it's fucking me. I'm just trying to get you to come through. The payback of catfishing at 12 years old. Everything comes full circle. That is karma at its realest. I was catfishing at 12. Now I'm trying to link up at 31 using my real photos. And everybody's like, I know this isn't you. I follow this guy on Instagram. I'm going to tell him that you're still in his photos. I'm reporting your page right now. I'm like, yo, you don't even understand. Like, you don't. It's freaking me. But anyways, funny story, right? Real shit, though. Real shit. Yo, what questions y'all got for me? I'm all over the place, right? Understand, if you've never seen me live before, nobody's going to keep it as real as me. I've never seen it before. Man, do you know how much influence you have over what gets sold in supermarkets, certain stuff I even stopped buying watching your page? The one thing you know nothing about is girls. That's very, I would debate you on that. Do you want to go live and debate on that? This is why I'm actually very close friends with all of my exes. And if you've been following me for a while, I was also transparent. About a year and a half ago, I was doing the polygamous thing. So I had 4 women. I was posting them all. You know, everybody had their days. You get Monday and Tuesdays. You get Wednesdays and Thursdays. You get Fridays and Saturdays. And you get Sunday and Monday, and the cycle repeats. I had 4 women. I was posting them. Transparent. Nothing to hide. At the time, I wanted multiple women. I cared and grew a liking to all of them. They all brought different things to the table, different values, different assets that I appreciated. And I said, hey, I don't want to, what's the word? I don't want to persuade you in any way or manipulate you in any way. I think you're beautiful. I appreciate your company. I want to be around you. Sex is amazing. And we joke a lot. We have great times and experiences. We travel the world. It's great. But I also like this woman, and I feel the same about her. And I have that same conversation with 4 women. Are you okay with that? Understand, I don't want to manipulate you and persuade you in any way. If you're comfortable with this, then that would be amazing. If not, I completely understand. I wouldn't be offended at all. And all of them said, aye, Captain. I'm for it. So I'm like, okay. Here's how I want to make sure communication is clear. Here's how I plan to operate things. Does that set well with you? Does that set well with you? Does that set well with you? Understand, none of you don't do the, well, I'm number one. You know how chicks, I'm number one. You can have them, but I'm number one. No, you're all number one. You're not above her. She's not above you. This is clear communication. Clear communication. Okay? So that's how I was moving. So I've since went away from that. Could I possibly go back? It's a possibility. It was a great time. And all of them are still, they're actually my best friends. I don't have many friends. So all of them who I'm not with any longer are my best friends who I tell everything to them because I always treat women with respect. I've never disrespected a woman in any way. I've never hit a woman, anything like that. And they all respect me. So therefore they all, even though we're not together, still value my friendship, my honesty, my realness, my ability to communicate very thoroughly, and my, I guess, I don't know, ability to, what's like the phrase? They say like, I don't know, people like come to me for their like emotions. I guess kind of like some of you all come to me for what you're dealing with your health issues. But women kind of come to me, I'm like the guy you can talk to about anything type shit. So I say all that to argue that someone said I'm not good with women. I would like to debate that. Request me, we can debate it live. So yeah, that's another transparent moment for you all. The Antita all fall in love with you. You had to cut them off. Of course they were all in love with me, and I was actually in love with all of them. Wasn't I had to cut it off. It was, I had to look at myself in the mirror and ask myself, is this really what I want at this point in my life? And I was like, is it really what I want? Or do I? And let's keep it real. Is this really what I want in life? Do I really want to be poly, as you call it, and have these 4 women and that to be our life together? Or am I newly successful? I have money, which allows me to have more pull. And let's just keep it real. Women will put up with more when you have money and success, and on top of that, the traits that I have. So I'm like, yo, am I doing this because I feel like I'm popping now and I'm just so cool that I need 4 women? Or is this genuinely who I am and I need 4 women? So I always reflect in the mirror. So I reflect in the mirror. I said, I don't think this is genuinely who I am. I think I'm just feeling myself right now. Like, I keep it real with y'all. So I'm like, I'm going to step back, and I actually stayed single for a while. I moved, lived alone, and went through actually some of the loneliest points of my life for like a 4-month stretch. Like, even got to a point of like slight depression, because I'm like, I need to stay alone because I need to tap into myself and understand myself fully. Even though at the snap of a finger, I could go back and have 4 women or more. Even when I had 4 women, there was women like, hey, I'd love to be the 5th. I'd love to be the 6th. I'd love to be the 7th. I'd love to be the 8th. I understand what you're doing. I understand I'm poly too, and I would love this, right? But I'm like, is this me? Or am I just trying to be cool, masculine man right now and all that? You know what I mean? You feel me? So I'm just keeping it real. So I have conversations. So again, I created a lonely place in my life on purpose because I needed to get in tune with myself, look at myself in the mirror, and really figure out who I am, what I'm doing right now. Is it right? Is it wrong to me? Because I don't care what the world thinks. And keep it moving like that, you know? Did I grow up with 2 parents in my household? Yes, but I didn't have a dad. Now, even people that like I know growing up, they probably, when they hear me say like I didn't have a dad, they're like, what? I knew your dad lived with you. So my dad lived with me from 0 to 20, till I moved out at like 20, right? You should watch my life story. It's on my Instagram page. I'll actually add this video to my life story playlist on YouTube, because this is that kind of life story stuff, right? Comment some ones if you want me to add this live to my live story video playlist on YouTube. All right. But yeah, so he lived with me from 0 to 20, but he never was a father figure. To this day, I can't remember one lesson that I learned from him other than do the exact opposite of him. He beat the hell out of my mom in front of me plenty of times. He was I guess I can say crack addict, white rockhead. Did that in front of me, smoked it in front of me all the time. I'd be in the car in the back blocks in the hood, sitting in the car while he'd go in and come out 3 hours later. I'm like 8 in the car, scared for 8 hours. He'd come back out, jaw shaking, If you know anything about white rock, it actually numbs your mouth. So when people smoke it, their jaw gets real numb and jittery. So he will come in like that. And in the car 8 hours later, he would kidnap me sometimes and hold me hostage in like the damn woods. So he would make my mom come pick me up, and he would like hold me in the woods and make my mom come pick me up because it was an area where like no cars were. And she would come, and as soon as she would pull up in the car, he would snatch the keys out of her hand, not let her get them, and he would get in the car with us, and I'd be in the back seat, and he would just hold the keys hostage and just beat the hell out of her the whole time as I'm in the back seat for sometimes at least what felt like 2 to 3 hours at a time, and I'm in the back crying and things like that, like leave my mom alone. He'd be like, shut up, smack me, whatever, and just hold the key, like straight asshole, like one of the worst people I've ever met in this life. The worst person I've ever met is my father. Let's be real. And yeah, just beat the hell out of her. And then finally, after she's bruised up and crying, he'd finally give her the keys and let her take me back home after kidnapping me, which I didn't realize it was kidnapping at the time, but now as an adult, I've assessed that and understand he was kidnapping me. All right, he would get me in the car, like, and take me, and she'd be like, no, don't take my son, and get me. And he'd get in the highway and go like 130 on the highway and just speed and look at him and be like, yeah, you like that? Yeah, you scared, ain't you, you little bitch? Like, that's how he used to talk to me. It's crazy. It's crazy thinking back. Like, the shit I've been through. So, yeah, and he's black. My mom's white, so I'm mixed white and black. But yeah, these are some of the things I dealt with. Again, he was a crack addict and smoked crack in front of me. And my brother was one of, and again, if you watch my life story, you already know this. My brother was one of the most well-known dealers in the city. So I grew up in a household of nothing but drugs, guns, all that stuff. And we lived in like a room like big enough to fit 2 twin size beds in it with like a walking space between about this big. So it was like his bed, my bed. And at any time, that room had all day throughout the day, this is my bed, this is his, 5 to 20, sometimes, 5 to 20 people in it, all throughout the day. Like somebody pull up, buy what they need, pull out. Next time somebody pull up, 15, 20 people deep in this little bedroom. I'm just on the bed trying to be a kid, playing live, stuff like that, And they passing crack, pills, weed, hey, smell this, what you think? And I'm like, no, I don't want to smell it, all that stuff. Literally, I wouldn't even cuss. They would try to pay me to cuss. Like, yo, I'll give you $100 right, it's drug money, so people got money. I'll give you $100 right now, just say the word fuck. I'm like, no, I'm not saying it. Just say fuck. I'm like, I'm not gonna cuss. Like, be crying and shit. So I always just been like I don't know, something in my soul. I always just been like a kind of a good person, I feel I'm a good person. I'm not perfect, but I do my best. So yeah, and then so my father lived in a household in the bedroom with my mom, and then we got our bedroom over here where all the drug dealers and guns and all that stuff is coming in. People coming in, literally putting guns to my brother's head, get on the floor, robbing us as I'm home. So I have a lot of traumas, PTSDs, which probably created my anxiety on top of the way my diet was and my nutrition, which damaged my nervous system and damaged neurotransmitters in my brain on top of these traumas of being kidnapped, watching my dad do this to my mom, my brother and father fighting and stuff because my father, when my brother would leave, he's an addict, a crack addict. My brother sells crack. So he would break into our room and I'd be in there like playing a game. He'd like, don't tell him, and go to where his stash was and steal the rocks from my brother. And my brother come home and there's all hell break loose. And if he wasn't stealing from him, he was buying from him. So my brother actually sold white rock to my father, who was a white rock addict. And then in the other bedroom, we have another bedroom. It's my sister, who's pregnant at 13 years old. So at that point, I actually got scared and I didn't even actually start having sexual intercourse till I was like, when did I lose my virginity? Like 20? I think 20, because in my head, I was so uneducated on sex. And then I knew my sister. I remember seeing my sister. My sister's 13. I was probably 8. So I'm 8. My sister's 13 and my sister's pregnant. So it like scared me because in my head, I'm a kid. I have no education. It's like, if I even kiss a girl, I'm gonna get her pregnant. And I see my sister's 13 and pregnant. I see how much stress she's going through and my mom has to take care of it. I would never want to get a woman pregnant. So I was like, I almost had a trauma of even dealing with women at the time. So yeah, it was a lot of shit, right? I think I turned out pretty well, right? The way I assessed it, for some reason, because most people that grow up in these situations, all right, my brother sells, or my dad's an addict, and then all of his side of the family were drunks. It's like most people's like, oh, they drink, they smoke, they sell. I'm gonna drink, smoke, sell when they grow up. But for some reason, something in my spirit drove me the other way, and I just learned all right, he's smoking crack. Don't do that. He's beating the hell out of my mom. Never hit women. He's selling drugs. Never sell drugs. He's popping pills and an addict. Never do that. All these addicts coming in my bedroom all day. Never do that. All right, they're robbing my brother, putting guns to his head. I don't like how that made me feel. Never rob people. Never steal from people. That's how I took it. For whatever reason. But I'm glad it turned out that way. And yeah. And then to transition, my mom got diagnosed with lupus, autoimmune disease. When I was like 16, 17, the doctors told her she had 3 years to live. We are now about 15 years later. She's still alive. So again, doctors, wrong again. You know that. And so that time I'm eating horrible at the time, but I started getting this knowledge on health and nutrition and studying everything I can, and came across Dr. Sebi. I've said this before, and I wanted to reach out to him and his family. This is when he was alive. And because I'm scared I'm going to lose my mom. Doctor's saying she got 2-3 years to live. I'm 17. I don't want to lose my mom at 19. You know what I mean? So I reached out and they said, yes, Dr. Sebi will help you. It's going to cost you $5,000. I'm 17. I don't have $5,000, but I want to save my mom. So from that point on, I snapped out of this matrix and the way things were, and I understood things were wrong because of the free information of watching Dr. Sebi and Laila Africa and Dr. Morris and Iris Latham and things like that. Luckily, YouTube had came along where I could find some clips, and Google had came along where I could Google some stuff. And from there, I started buying books, and I just really locked in because I'm like, I don't have $5,000 to pay Dr. Sebi's family. So a lot of you say, why do you charge $1 per day? Why are you charging for help? Dr. Sebi would never. You're false, because that's the reason I got into it, because Dr. Sebi was charging me $5,000 to heal my mom. I didn't have it. So I said, I'm going to learn it so I can heal it for free. All right? So let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Okay? I'll always keep it real with you. This is how I got into the information. And again, he's not wrong for charging that. You saving people's lives, $5,000 to save somebody's lives, or to help them live an extra 20 years and live a longer, healthier, more functional life and spend 20 years and see their grandkids grow up. It's not a bad trade-off. So I ain't knocking them, but let's keep it real. Don't come at me for charging $29.99 per month for protocols for every single disease and illness. My Holistic Health University, link in the bio, if you want to join, and mentorship from me when everybody making money. You know that, right? So yeah, that's how I got into it. And yeah, that's how I got into it. We don't pay money for the stupidest stuff. Well, we do, if that's your point. We do pay money for the stupidest stuff. We'll spend hundreds of dollars a month on food and trash and all that. Yeah, exactly. You're right. You're right. We pay for something. We can pay for something good for ourselves. Exactly. So I took your first point the wrong way, but I'm piggybacking off of it now. People spend money on the dumbest shit, and then you will go right across the street to, there's a Taco Bell right there, and spend $30. Right now, you will get off of this live and go there and spend $30. And then you will come comment on my videos and say, I can't believe you're selling healing for $30. It's crazy. So anyways, that's how I got into it. And yeah, I'm going to add this to go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Twalk. I'll actually pin it. So this is a breakdown of my life story. I kept it real about some of the reasons I'm not perfect. Some of my addictions also. I keep it real with y'all. So if you want the replay, it'll be uploaded to my YouTube channel in my playlist titled My Life Story. So youtube.com/Twalk. Yeah, that's the pinned comment. It's the pinned comment. So go subscribe. Yeah, this is spring water. Again, I'm in a hotel right now. It is still 100% spring water, no added ingredients, in a BPA-free plastic bottle. Is it what I typically would recommend? No. The point of this live is to tell you I'm not perfect. I'm a normal human being just like you, who clearly has had some struggles and some trauma in my life, who clearly still has some addictions that I need to get rid of, who clearly consumes things that may not even be what I mentioned in my video sometimes, even though I'm about 95% perfect when it comes to the nutrition. Every now and then I eat some things that I wouldn't recommend because I'm not perfect. Either are you, and you will take a big relief off of your chest. You will take a big weight off of your shoulders if you just admit it, instead of trying to hide all your dark secrets and all that stuff. Just be real. If you be real, whatever you're dealing with, people will like you more. You'll be more relatable, and you will just feel better. Comment some ones if you can agree with that. Comment some ones. Comment some ones if you're not perfect. How about that? And if you're watching this replay on YouTube, click the thumbs up. Comment some love. Comment some ones also, so we can boost this video, boost my YouTube page. Yeah, but detailed protocols for every single disease and illness are in my university. My Holistic Health University is essentially mentorship from me. I take you from beginner to expert on holistic health, 20 plus hours worth of content. I give you detailed protocols with herbs, how to mix them, how to make them, how to prepare them, all that stuff in the university for every single disease and illness. Private Telegram group access with me where I'm in there answering your questions daily. Literally before this live, I was in there. I spent like 30 minutes to an hour answering questions. And then weekly Zoom calls with me. For all the members, I have to schedule the Zoom call for this week. I've been traveling a lot, so I apologize. I missed the last 7 days, so we're going to get that scheduled. And yeah, $29.99. It's $1 per day to save your life. And as an added bonus, I take you from beginner to expert on 10 different streams of income. This has never been done before. I do my best to make sure that I provide value, because life is short. Whatever you're doing, understand life is short. You could walk outside and something could happen, right? We ain't going to say certain words, but something could happen to you today. Now, something happens. Are you going to be satisfied with the effort you put out in your short existence? Are you going to be satisfied with how you treated people? Are you going to be satisfied with the impact you've brought to this world? Are you going to be satisfied with what you've left behind for your kids, for your family? Are you going to be satisfied with how people remember you? Or are you going to, is your spirit going to look over your body and be like, man, I should have done more? Man, people are going to think this about me. Man, I shouldn't have hit that woman. Man, I shouldn't have been doing them drugs. Man, I could have been so more successful if I just didn't. I could have left so much more for my family, for my kids, if I just didn't watch Netflix 3 hours a day. Man, how are you going to think about yourself? I was riding past a cemetery last night, actually. And I asked my homie, we was just joking. I was like, yo, would you walk through there at night? He was like, nah, I ain't messing with that. It's like, yo, we ride past cemeteries. Many of us drive past the cemetery every day. And we just act like that's not real. Like, you know that's coming, right? You know all those stones. You going to be one of those stones. Whether it's today, 10 years from now, 50 years from now. You're going to be one of those stones, or you're going to be the ashes on somebody's countertop or sprinkled in some water. That's going to be you one day. Are you going to be satisfied with what you gave back to the world? Are you going to be satisfied with how you took care of your one body that you did have? Are you going to be satisfied with how you went out, how you left your family feeling? Like, are you going to be satisfied? Because that's coming. Everything else I say, you can debate. You can debate anything I say. You can debate that the food I mentioned isn't the best or this or that. You cannot debate me on this. You are going to end up dead at some point. Will you be satisfied? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Will you be? Or are you going to mask the issues, the trauma, the depression, the stress, the drama by stopping at McDonald's every day? And then when you do that, when you look back 20 years from now and you have an illness or disease and made yourself more susceptible and more likely to get it, and you're laying in that hospital bed or in that nursing home and you're watching your child or your grandkid cry over you, are you going to be satisfied? Like, was that burger worth it? Was that trip to Taco Bell worth it at that point? Was the $30+ you spend per month to speed up the end of your existence, was it worth it? When your child's crying, when your grandkid's crying, some of you when your mom and grandma are crying. Because many of us are dying faster than mom and grandma because of our life choices, our lack of activity, our lifestyle, our nutrition. Will you be satisfied? That's what you have to ask yourself. And for many of you, I know you're looking like, dang, the answer would be no. My goal every single day is to make sure I do something where I'm like, I'm satisfied. I put some effort out today. I talked to some people and changed some people's mindset. I motivated some people. I told some people my stories and my trauma to let them know I'm not perfect, so now they can have a weight off their shoulder to know they're not perfect. They don't got to be perfect either. Every single day, I got to do something positive. I got to make somebody laugh. I got to teach something. I could be chilling in my hotel room right now, watching Netflix. I could be doing anything in the world, but I'm here with you. Will you be satisfied? I think we good. If y'all will want to watch this replay, I told my life story, some motivation, a bunch of stuff. I'm going to upload it to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/TWalkTheHawk. I'm going to end it right there. I told some of my deepest, darkest secrets. We talked about my hair and all that stuff, right? I love your story. I appreciate it. If y'all love this story, if y'all like this live, if y'all want more just real talks like this, comment some ones. Click that thumb up if you're watching the replay on YouTube. And y'all know my phrase. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do because it's that simple. You know what you got to do. Are you willing to do it? I don't believe in if, try, can't, almost, or maybe. I get it done. No excuses. Nothing to it but to do it. Point your finger in the mirror. If you blew it, take accountability. And you know me. You can see my scar too. I fell and hit my brother was chasing me around the laundromat in Berkeley Gardens in Martinsburg, West Virginia when I was probably like 5, and I ran and I tripped and I split my joint and got stitches. Anyways, you know what I'm about. I'm on a holistic mission of self-healing, and I can't deny I won't even lie, it's the best feeling. Self-healing's the best feeling, right? You wouldn't know because you don't know why you ain't feeling right. It's probably because your acidity's on infinity, pH lower than Cinco, but they ain't feeling me. So let me slow it up. Trade acidic junk for alkaline food and watch your pH levels going up. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. You don't need prescription pills. Just need some herbs and some sunlight. With a plant-based diet, yeah, you should try it. Twalk will have you feeling brand new. You can't deny it. You ever heard of sarsaparilla, burdock, sea moss? Few of my top picks from the herb shop. Yellow dock, bladderwrack with some stinging nettle. Come on, it's time to detox from all the heavy metals. Let's start treating your body like a temple. The holistic guy. Do what you gotta do. It's simple. And I'll end y'all. For those of y'all that want to join the university, get mentorship from me, learn how to heal from whatever you're dealing with, whatever. This is all you gotta do. It's real simple right here. All right, I keep getting questions. How to get the university and what does it consist of? All you do is click here, link in my profile bio. It says top one right here. It's $29.99 per month. That's $1 per day. And as you see, this bundle that most of you all love, that you've seen the testimonials from, you get it for free once you join the university also. So you click there, bang, there's a video explaining. If you need further details, bang, 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 get started. Boom, put your card in, and then you create your login. Once you create your login, you'll get instant access. That'll bring you right here to the modules. And as you can see, it's hours and hours worth of content, well structured, so you know which module to go to for what you're dealing with. There's a detailed breakdown and protocol for every single disease. These are all different videos, 20 plus hours worth of content. And if you're dealing with something specific, then you can go to that module if you want to learn health, if you want to learn finance, if you're dealing with cancer, blood pressure, diabetes, Crohn's, PCOS, GERD, arthritis, protocol on every single disease. And of course, I teach you 10 different streams of income. And then you join right here to join the private Telegram group also. I'm in there engaging with you, answering your questions daily in the Telegram group. And then also I drop the link. We have a weekly Zoom call with me on video every single week. And I drop that link in the Telegram group. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy. You get all this for $1 per day, $29.99 per month to change your life in all different aspects, money and health. All right, I keep getting questions. How to get the university and what does it consist of? It's never been done before. It's never been done before. I assure you. I assure you that. You know what it is. Yeah, you get the Ultimate Detox Bundle for free when you join. It's pinned in the private Telegram group. I'm on the holistic mission of self-healing, and I can't deny one of the lies, the best feeling. I'm on the holistic mission of self-healing. I'm on the holistic mission of self-healing. I'm on the holistic mission of self-healing, and I can't deny one of the lies, the best. Self-healing's the best feeling, right? You wouldn't know, cause you don't know why you ain't feeling right. It's probably cause your acidity's on infinity. pH lower than Cinco, see they ain't feeling it. So let me slow it up. Trade acidic junk for alkaline foods and watch your pH levels going up. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. You don't need prescription pills, just need some herbs and some sunlight. With a plant-based diet, yeah, you should try it. Twalk will have you feeling brand new, you can't deny it. You ever heard of sarsaparilla, burdock, sea moss? Few of my top picks from the herb shop. Bladderwrack, yellow dot with some stinging nettle. Come on, it's time to detox from all the heavy metals. Let's start treating your body like a temple. The holistic guy, do what you gotta do, it's simple. I'm on the holistic mission itself. I'm on the holistic mission. I'm out. This was an amazing build. I'm gonna end it on that. Subscribe to the YouTube, youtube.com/TWalkTalk for the replay, any of my live replays. Go check out my life story, the playlist on my YouTube. Check out all my interviews. I have a playlist titled Twalk Talk Interviews, where you can watch my interview on Earn Your Leisure, Inside the Vault, David Shands, Sleepers for Suckers podcast, and a few others. It's all there, whatever you need. I'll let y'all later. Links in the bio. I look forward to speaking to y'all that join the university in the private Telegram group and on the weekly Zoom calls.